Also, my desk has changed. You probably don't notice that too much. Like, it looks slightly different on the camera, but the main difference is the fact that it is. Wait, let's see if we can do it. It's a standing desk. That looks so cool on the camera. Wow, I didn't actually realize. That looks so cool, actually. Anyone just listening to the audio version just have probably no idea what's going on. But yeah, now the desk is set at 109 centimeters. So if I stand up then, it's a little bit low based on where the camera is located. Just because, you know, when you're sitting at a chair, you're always going to be a little bit lower than you otherwise would be when you're standing. So I think if I put it at like this height or so, it looks a little bit closer to where everything, or having everything set up like it is currently set up, but then I can't really comfortably use this desk. So I sort of prefer it to be a little bit lower at this right here. So if I was going to record like this, I would probably raise up the camera. Like, I've got the camera on, I don't know why I'm pointing to it. I've got the camera on like a metal bar. So I would raise the camera up a little bit. I could always just, you know, point the camera further up, and that also works as well. But I'd want to, I don't know if that works, or I'd want to like maintain the same angle that I've got, like when I'm actually like sitting lower. I'm not sure which one I would actually go and do. Right now, I think it seems a little bit too low, because if I pointed it like this, I don't usually like my head being cut out of the frame. So something like this, I think, would basically be kind of how I would record it. But it does seem a little bit low for typically what I would do. So I don't know. Also, you can see my light in the background there because of like how high this currently is up. So it also doesn't work because of that. I could always raise the light higher, which I probably would if I was actually going to record like that anyway. But I made the sensible choice of getting a motorized one, because oh my god, I would not want to deal with actually turning a lever, a handle or whatever to make the desk raise up to the height that I want it to be. I would use it like once or twice and then get really, really lazy and never bother with it again. So I would highly recommend you get a motorized version. It will make it actually something you want to use. But I think I've had it set up for, I've had it set up for like 4 or 5 days. And I want to say that even with how short of amount of time I've used it for, I think you should buy a standing desk. So the way I've typically been working with it is, while I'm recording videos, right now I'm sitting down because I just don't have a standing workflow I can really deal with. But when I'm doing things like planning a video, I will partially for it, like maybe an hour or 2 hours stand up. I will, if I'm editing videos, things like that, I will do some of that while standing. And I have had probably for the past maybe month or two, I've had this really annoying ankle problem, and I don't know why. I haven't actually gone like spoken to someone about it to like check out what's going on, but standing up while I've been doing stuff like that has actually been really helping my ankle. So look, maybe it's just the fact that I'm sitting down all the time, and that's just, you know, you shouldn't be sitting down all the time. It's just not good for you. So being able to stand up, and also while I'm standing, I tend to fidget, like not necessarily with my hands, but I'll fidget with my legs. So sometimes I'll be like moving around, I'll like stand on one leg, things like that. It just gets me like actually moving around a little bit while I'm still getting all of my work done. Obviously, better off just, you know, going outside and going for a walk. But if you've got shit you actually have to do, I think that a standing desk is certainly a good middle ground to like actually manage that. So I would highly recommend it. As I said, if you can afford it, I would To be honest, I wouldn't even recommend getting one if you can't afford to get one that is motorized, just because if other people are anything like me, you'd probably use it once and then just never get around to it again. So, if you could guarantee to yourself you would actually use it with having to like raise it up yourself, go ahead and buy one that isn't motorized, but it will be much cheaper. But if you're not like that and yeah, you think that you're just not going to use it, I would suggest saving up and just buying something motorized. I think I mentioned where I got this one from, but I'll just mention it again because they actually did do something really cool today. This is from an Australian. I don't think they ship outside of Australia, so obviously you can't buy these if you're from anywhere else. But I bought mine from Lazy Masons. They made, from what I've seen, they've been a really nice desk. Granted, I've only had it for about a week, so maybe something down the line is going to be is going to break or something like that. But at least for now, it feels really solid. I do have, yeah, the desk itself is solid, but something I've got on the desk is it's a little bit wonky. But I'll get into that in just a moment. So I guess because they're such a small company, they want to just check if what you got actually, showed up well, you got everything you needed, all of that fun stuff. They called me to ask if I actually got what I ordered. Like I have never, why the hell do they sell vacuums? I don't know why they sell vacuums. I have never bought a product and then like a couple of days later get called by the company who made it. Like, hey, did the because it shows up in two pieces. You get the desktop and then the leg separately. I'm guessing they do that because the package would probably be way too heavy if it was just shipped together. Because I think altogether it's like probably a good 30 plus kilos, which isn't super heavy, but when you're shipping something like that, it can be kind of annoying, and it can make things easily get damaged because there are some parts in the the leg contraption which could be damaged, like cables or there's like a little faceplate here that's got a display where I can actually control stuff. That's made of plastic. There's the control box, which you probably don't want to damage, and things like that. So they shipped them separately, and they wanted to check if everything actually showed up on time, showed up in one piece. They got, everything actually was here. Because I know that one or two people did leave reviews saying that when they ordered something was missing, like a leg was missing, or a cable was missing, or something like that. They were very, happy to send something along, but, it is kind of annoying that when you buy something, for then something to just be missing straight away. It's not a good, user or purchaser experience. So I guess they just want to make sure that everything was just fine, and everything was fine.